Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Mark Weaver back in the booth. We're going live here at CRs Sports Bar, Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Mr. Jerry Johnson is in the house. He'll be joining me in the booth as well. We've got a doubleheader tonight. First up, Zach Boss and Ken Dagle versus Hank the Tank and Austin Olson. Anderson.
Okay, so
it's going to be an uphill battle from the beginning for sure.
Now the winner of this match plays Will LaPointe, Jesse Hall, or Mark Steinhaus, Tim Tondren.
Okay.
That's scheduled next week, I believe. I got to double check the schedule. But yeah, the second match tonight, Nick Marcellik, Josh Raines versus Chad Plumley and Soren Eriksson.
Man, there's some good teams. It's always just so competitive. Zach Boss at the table, starting out with solids. 3 will go on that upper left corner on your screen, and the 3 will probably pump that 5 out of there. He's going to shoot that now, though. Lower left corner.
Looks like he's perfect.
Yep.
He can just nudge that 5 ball.
Yep, just bump into it. You don't want to get really late on it too tight, but you do have the 4 ball that'll go in the lower left corner, too. So you get a bailout ball. And then the solids are really wide open after that. It's almost easy.
Now the cloth is slippery, so the pockets are going to play a little big. He missed it. Missed the 5 ball, You know
yeah,
what I mean?
he didn't get his little rub right there. I think Zach will take care of it off the 1 ball here. Hopefully the 5 for them doesn't get moved over towards above that 15 ball, but
he's got to be careful where he hits this here.
If he catches the 11 more than the 5, that 5 will go over towards the 15. He has to kind of come into the 5 more. At either rate, I think they'll end up shooting the 2 ball or the possibly the 5 down in the lower left corner.
He's kind of studying this. He's looking where he wants to hit. If he wants to hit the 5, if he wants to hit the 11, if he wants to take the 4 and draw back into this. I don't know.
Is he going to shape the 5? He can't shape the 5 in the side, can he?
He's looking at it.
I wonder if that's where he wants the cue ball to go.
Wow.
Or if he's going to put the cue ball there. Again, if he catches that 11, I think the 5 might get on top of the 15.
Yeah.
So he has to run into the 5 more than the 11 ball. And he is shaping it from the side.
All right.
I'll be dang. Nice. I think that's a pretty good spot right there, too.
Good play. Good play right there.
Yeah, that's a really good spot with the cue ball. Looks pretty much straight in.
First place in this tournament's 8,000 mark. Second place, 6,000.
That'll be nice. Be nice to put in the pocket on the way to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, almost.
All right, let's see what Hank does here. We got these 3 balls on the bottom right there. Got the 13 in the side, plays in the bottom left. They got pockets, but they got to move that 14 for the 10 or move the 12 up here from the upper corner. So, they got to figure this out here.
If he can get that 15 out of the way and then get down for the 13 in the side, or even, there's a combo now, 10-14. That should solve some
I would
problems.
take that right now.
Yep. I think so, too. You might not get a better look at it than right there.
Yep.
You just got to be careful that 10 doesn't come out too far off that rail and lay on the 2. You still have some other balls on the table, though, so you can work out that problem. But it's easy to get the first ball to come off the rail too much. You know what I mean? Then freezes up on the 2 ball.
Just wants to play it so that 14 rolls in easy. Oh, there he is. All right. Ooh, I thought he was going to get on the deuce there.
Yeah, that'll work.
We got all the tables we covered this week. Fast action pool table service. Oh, wait, Mark was here with Rob all week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2 days, I should say.
Got all 20 of them with brand new Simonis on there.
20 tables done in 2 days.
Beautiful.
So they're playing slippery.
There's nothing more prettier than a new table like this with that blue on there. It looks so good on these tables.
Yes, it does.
So now, do you take the 9 ball now?
I take the 12, yeah. Wherever that ball is on the upper right there.
12
ball looks
13,
like.
9, or the 11.
They're probably thinking 12, maybe 11. Then back here.
Then come back
close. Kind of depends. See where you get here.
Leinin's kind of not really in a bad spot, but I like now the 13 to the 11 or the 11 to the 9.
It's got to get
be
the
on
proper
the left,
angle.
You want to be on the left side of that 9 for sure.
Want to be on the proper side of the line, they say.
Take
well, I have some new diamond tables coming the end of April, beginning of May. However, I am going to sell 10 diamond tables used out of CRs here.
Nice.
So if anybody wants a used diamond table, give me a call at CRs here. Ask for Jerry. You got 10 we're going to sell. We're going to replace them with brand new diamonds.
That is awesome.
I don't have to,
yeah.
because these are in great shape. They're just recovered. They're playing great, but we're just going to get some used ones out in the market there. I haven't done that in quite a while, so.
That's awesome.
He just wants to make sure he's on the proper side.
Yeah, see, a little bit weird angle now.
It looks like he is.
I'd want to be over to the left about another diamond off that ball. But I think Hank will just slide over, and the 8 will probably go in the right side pocket. Looks like he's maybe rolling forward. No, he's going to punch it. Yep, just like that. Good shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, really good.
Good stroke right there.
Really good. It gets a little bit easier, though, like we were saying, though, if you get a better angle on that 9 ball.
Just that little bit, half inch. I mean, it makes a big difference where that cue ball is going to slide to.
Yep. So 8 in the side. If you recall, the side pocket had been a nemesis for Austin in one of these tournaments.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, bounded well. I think he's won a couple of tournaments in his level since then, and playing really, really good. He was playing good then, anyways.
Yeah.
He just had that one ball.
It happens. It happens to all of us.
Yep,
Mark.
it happens to all of us, and I guess is that part of the old taking your lumps kind of thing.
Absolutely. Now, did you see where Austin broke from? So when he broke, if we're looking at it on the stream here, I mean, the cue ball went to the left, just by that left side pocket on our view.
Yep.
He needs to get that dialed in a little bit. You take a lot off that break when you don't hit it flush.
Yeah.
So pay attention if you break. The break is the key in the bar table stuff. I don't care what anybody says. You got to get your break moving. Got to get that working. So he's got to fix that a little bit.
Good starting ball. I think the one goes by the 15 in the side.
Well, I'm working on something for pool, Mark.
Yeah, you mentioned a little bit about that. Share it with everybody.
We'll see what happens. I got another meeting next week and see if I can get this going. If I can get it going, there's going to be a lot of money injected into the pool.
That'll be awesome.
So we're cross your fingers.
That'll be awesome. That would be awesome.
As soon as I can tell everybody, I will on stream. But I'm working on something that would help the men pro, women pro, all the big tournaments in Vegas, APA, VNEA, ACS, BCA, all of it. M8 here, other leagues around the country. I would be able to add money to all their tournaments. It'd be a major sponsor for pool. That's what I'm working on.
That'll be awesome.
So we'll see if I can get it going. We can leave these out when you do that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are right, though.
You'll maybe make it more fair.
Yeah. Now we CRs has a league player appreciation tournament tomorrow. If you play leagues at it, you have to play out of CRs to play in it, though.
Yep.
So you have to be a CRs league player, and we are paying, what is it? Let me grab this here.
And that includes if you play M8 in-house league or APA out of here, right?
APA.
Any of those leagues.
CRs in-house. If you play leagues out of you have to be a CRs team.
Yep.
We have 3 divisions. Let's see. M8 rating open, then we got an M8 rating 60 to 85. If you don't have a rating, we'll get you one, not worried. And then M8 rating 59 and under, but we're paying 6 places each division, depending on the sign-up. But we got $250 for first, $150, $150, and then 5th and 6th, $25 each. That's free entry fee.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
CRs league players, brand new cloth. We got live music tomorrow.
And it's like a race to 4, I believe, or a race to 3. So it's a race to 4 in the upper division, right? And then I believe a race to 3, I think Billy had said.
Yeah, you don't have it listed here, but
So that's what he had mentioned earlier today anyways.
the tournament director, White Claw Willie, Billy Benson. White Claw Willie. He does a great job with the tournament.
Yes, he does. Yep. That'll be a lot of fun, though. Thanks for putting that on.
Absolutely. All right.
And I heard something about a bratwurst special.
Yeah, we got some brats tomorrow.
Nice.
2 brats,
Nice.
pickled chips. Yeah, for a little special.
Awesome.
Let's see what Zach has here. Let's start talking pool instead of the other stuff. How's that?
Zach
That
Boss.
2's in a little spot, it looks like.
Yeah, the 2, it does go in the lower right corner and the lower left.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it goes in both corners.
I know it goes. It looks like it goes in the lower left for sure.
Yeah, I think it goes by that 14.
He's just
But
worried about the 4 ball
not
here.
from where he is now. Now, he could shoot the 4 and run into the 2. The cue ball would slow up then for the 6. The 2 would likely go down in this lower left corner somewhere.
He could actually play the 4 and then nudge that 15 and hold it there too.
Yep. Well, the 2, because the 2 does go in the lower left
2
corner.
goes in
Yep.
the lower left.
I think he's just trying not to, like that shot right there. But he got. Oh, did he get lucky?
Yeah, see,
Nope.
I didn't like moving that 2 ball, to be honest with you. But see if he has a shot.
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't do your way. Going to that 15 and then leaving that 2 ball. It's a little bit of a back cut on the 2.
Low left, and then you can spin it in and then kind of hold it with the 15.
Yep.
You would have had a little bit cut, on the deuce, but I would rather take that than this.
Then end up like this. I didn't mind running into the 2, but you had to run into the top part of the 2.
Yep, and you got to be
couldn't get
precise.
underneath it.
If you're going to nudge balls, you got to be careful.
Yep.
That's what Little Joy. So speaking of Little Joy, I believe he's coming up here tonight. He's going to play in the tournament tomorrow.
Awesome. Be good to see him as always.
Little Joe Villalpando.
So Ken Dagle at the table. His partner is Zach Boss. They sit in the upper left corner. And
No,
Hank
I
the
don't
Tank.
know. He might not be able to see the 2.
I don't think he can. No,
Can he see it at all where he can bank it?
I don't. No, I don't think he can bank it, and I don't think he can
Oh, wow. He
kick
is.
it in the side either. And it's not an easy kick on the 6, but I kind of like going after the 6 more than this shot on the 2.
Yep.
Hit a little bit of inside, go just left of that first diamond, and just go straight up at the 6 ball. The 6, if you catch that rail, that 6 is actually very makeable.
And it's slippery too, the cloth. It's
Yep.
a little forgiving tonight.
And then Zach would just have a back cut on the 2 from there, Now, if he does hit this and gets this 2 enough to go up in that corner, he's going to cut it. He doesn't have to kick. Never mind. Boy, that is a back cut. Holy cow. This is slicing and dicing right here, folks. But that's a beautiful thing on this Simonis and current equipment and everything is that if you can see that spot on that ball and you can get the cue ball there, that ball will go. It sounds simple, but it really is that simple. If you hit that contact point with the cue ball, that ball should go. Oh no, it ain't gonna go like that though. Oh my goodness, that's a tough one. Ball in hand, that'll be a foul. I wish we could see him try to cut that ball because it does go up there on a back cut, but boy, is that thin. Man, oh man. So Hank the Tank with ball in hand now. Up 1-0 early. Starting out with a 9 ball. I'd like to shape to the 10 next. Or the 14. One of those 2 by the 8. I don't want to have those 2 for my last ones, just because sometimes for me anyways, it gets kind of funky going from one ball to the other in the middle of the table like that. I like to just have one to go to, and that gets me on my 8 ball. But there's so many ways to run this out right here. These guys play a lot together as well, so they should have a lot of familiarity with each other. They did play, again, as I mentioned earlier, version of this Scotch doubles tournament as competitors. And both Hank and Austin, before the match, said they wanted to do a shout out to their dads. I'm sure they mean it to their moms as well, but this instance they did say to their dads. So I'll pick up the slack for them, and to their parents. Okay. But yeah, what a strong team though. couple of great young players, and not only champions, I say this often about our youth players these days, but not only champions at the table, but away from the table as well. They carry themselves so well.
Must be talking these two young studs right here.
Yep.
Very impressive, very polite.
Ooh.
Nice kids.
Okay. Oh, 10 ball's still there. No big deal. Slide it over. You can take it up in the corner if you want. Take it in the side. Big window over there for the cue ball.
Yep.
In the old days, when I played really careless, Jerry, I'd shoot the 10, run the cue ball into the 8, and bump it over towards that corner pocket to make it easier to get out.
Well,
that's when trouble would happen. Usually pocket the 8 accidentally or whatever. You know what I mean? Instead of just drawing over the rail.
Instead of putting a nice smooth stroke on it.
Yeah, run into it on purpose and move it closer to that corner. That's a good shot.
Great shot.
Come out. Boom. Very
Perfect.
nice. Nice little stroke on that.
Great stroke.
Hank the tank straight in.
Right in the heart.
Well done. Looks like a good out here.
What was one of the last matches we commentated, Mark? Someone was up real big. And the other
It
team
was-
came back, remember?
It was so long.
a while
It seems
ago.
like a year ago. Oh, you're not talking this one
Yeah,
from
it was
from a
one
few
of-
tournaments
One
ago.
of these here. Yeah,
Well, these guys were up 9-1.
no,
is that
that's
the one
just
you're
this
talking about?
session.
Got a ball, right? Yep.
They make one?
Boy, look at those. Everything, almost everything's past the side pocket.
Yep.
Hit him a little bit more solid next time. That's a pretty good break, though. He moved those balls a long ways. 2 balls are on this lower side of the table. You keep doing that, you're going to make balls. The 5 ball goes on a back cut, and they jump on solids right there. I think he can make the 2, though.
Even
2,
if he has to go off the rail, he's fine. But
2 should get him on the
7
7.
goes to the left corner. Maybe you don't like that shot.
Well, the cue ball might get away from him and run up behind that 14 ball.
Yep, it
off
could.
that rail. I like the back cut on the 5 in the side. Put some inside on that. I'm not really worried about the 1. You can get down the 1 from the 6. But you've got to get on that 3 well enough to get to the 2 where you can, the 7 is going to be kind of a trouble if you can't get on one of those balls really well.
Does that combo go? And does the 10 go in the left corner with the stripes? If it does, he might take stripes.
That's another one where I would draw with low left off the 7, make that combo, and rearrange all the furniture. Back in the old days.
Yeah,
I didn't win many tournaments back then, Jerry.
Well,
I didn't win many matches either.
He's rolling forward on this 4. Oh, he can't see the 14. He
No.
rolled up on that 5. I'm sorry.
Got the 11, though. He can run down into the 12 if he wants. I like going down into the 12, and then the cue ball comes back off there into the 7 and 10.
I think that combo's stiff, and I think the 10 goes in the left corner.
Does it go past the 7?
Hank was looking at it.
Yeah, I think you're right. It does go past there, don't it? So you don't have to move that at all. Man, if they got in that 14, this thing was easy from here, wouldn't it be?
Now it's slippery. He's got to be careful if he's going to shoot the 9 in the upper left. Okay, he's looking at 11. There we go. Now can he hold it and maybe play the 9 over
I think
the side over
I think
here?
you go 9 on the side, yeah. That'll get you on the 14. Oh.
Well, he went to move.
Ooh.
Got him in trouble.
Yeah.
Can that 10 go off the 5 in the side?
Can he hit the 10 into the combo?
Or I meant 14, so he's looking at that 10.
Oh, yeah. I think he can hit the 10 into
14.
that combo. Yep.
Okay.
It's a bail-out ball. Combo should go.
You got to let that cue ball run, though.
Bring the cue ball down, table, right where that chalk is, and with some left English and go back up towards the 14. Put some outside on this cue ball. Or you could run it into the left side rail, come underneath the 8, and go towards the 14. 2 rails. Like right there. 1, 2. It's a good shot. Bump it.
Okay, got good.
Yeah.
Got good.
Now, do you go from the 9 here to the combo, or do you go 9 to the 14 and then shoot the combo, Jay?
Well, I got to take a peek when he's out of the way here.
I think getting from the 9 to the combo might be better. Because I don't know how you're going to end up. I mean, on the 9, if you go over to the 14, you go over to the side rail, come back out a little bit, then you're in the same spot. I don't know. It's probably 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other.
He's looking at rolling up, playing the combo because the 9 goes in the right side
He's
pocket.
going to shoot the 14 now.
Yeah, 14 I meant. I mean, then roll up for the combo.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now, this is a speed shot. You don't want that 10 to get away from you here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the cue ball, I think you run the cue ball up into the 7 and use that to get you on the 9. You could hit it pretty firm, draw 2 rails out with the cue ball and play the 9 in the left side pocket too. Well, that'll work. Very nice.
Nice shot.
9 goes in the side. That'll get you back on the 10. You could draw and play it in the side, or I like going over the rail and take it in the upper left corner.
Yep, that's what I like.
Stay on the right half of the table. Even if you run a little bit too far, you can still draw over that right side rail. So
I mean, if he's real straight on this, he can just draw back a little bit, play in the left side. If he's straight on it.
Yeah.
It's tough to tell from here.
If you go on a shot like this too, it kind of helps, I think, to go just a touch outside on the cue ball with that follow. So it just kind of kills it and comes straight out.
Nice
just
shot.
like that. He hit that ball really good.
Really good.
Hank the Tank straight in again to get on the 8. It's a pretty good formula to win at pool right there. Straight in, stop shot. Gets you on the 8. You win a lot of games if you get in positions like that. I was saying that when Matt Krieger played with Pankoff as a team. Mike put him on straight in 8 balls so often in that match. It's like, unbelievable. Plays so good. A jackpot for the $1 entry jackpot.
See what Austin does on the break. There, you get that a little more solid.
Cue ball ended up in that upper left area again.
Yeah.
Hit that ball pretty solid, though. You're right, though.
He did.
Stripes. Looks like you're going to start owning stripes.
Oh, 1 drop.
13 will go. But then you got to deal with a 9, 15. You take the 2 and the 14, that gets you down table here, and then you have the 11, 10, 12 to choose from. But you still have to deal with that 15 and the 9 up there. I might try to get on solids here with that 7 ball on the side. Just because solids is so much of an easier run. That 15-9 is a lot of work to get to. Or you can take the 4. 4 goes too. It's even a better shot. The 2 into the 14, that'll again get you on the stripes down table, but 15-9, I don't really have any answers for that. I don't think the 9 even goes in the right side pocket if you get up where the 5 ball is. I'd love to get on solids though. I think I'd take that 4 ball. Run the cue ball straight across. You either got the 5 ball, you got the 3.
Think you can see the 4?
I think so, yeah. I think you can see the 4, and you can definitely see this. Do the 7 back cut on the side. But yeah, I think he can make the 4.
He's cutting the 7. I think.
Cutting the 7.
Yeah. Now, if he can slide it over and play that 2 in the upper left corner, it'd be ideal.
Oh, he cut the stripes.
He fooled all of
Just
us.
fired the 10. Man, oh man.
That was with authority.
Really curious to see what they'll do with that 15-9 now. Even if you get up on that upper rail and get in that 13, you're not really going to have... You have just a small window up there to be able to draw back into that 9-15. And then the 9's going to stay in that area if you go that route. It's not going to go by the 5 ball. 15 will move towards the side. But you've got to... I mean, even with ball in hand, you got to... It's like a very small, precise spot up there for that 13 ball. You know what I might even do here? I might even call safe and roll the cue ball in and set it on the point. The left point there, and block them from hitting anything. You probably have to... I think you can see the 4 ball from there, though. But they still have the 15-9. Hank, you might want to... You might even shoot the 12 right here. Shoot the 12 and run the cue ball up into the 3 ball. I don't know if the 11 will help you. Well, the 15 does go down there. Boy, this is tough. I think shooting the 12. Nope. He's going to go after the 11. I like the 12. I'm going to try to go off that rail. I go off that rail and try to run into those balls, but I think he's going to try to shape the 15. And, he would have got there, too. He's on the 13, though. Wow, what a good shot. 15
Does
goes.
that ball go by the 8?
I believe it does, yeah. And then the 15 will go. So he could draw off this 13 up into the 3 ball. He's on the 15. 15 gets him on the 9. Then you go to the 11 and the 8.
That'd be a hell of an out.
These guys are going to get out.
Well, it's a hell of an out going right now, Mark.
It's got an angle on the 13, too, to draw up, slide up into the 3. You don't want to go on a draw too much. You just kind of...
Yeah, you just got to move that a little bit.
Just like that. Man,
Perfect.
he hit that ball good.
Real good.
Yeah, he hit that ball really, really good.
Is that 9
What
going
a
the upper
shot.
left?
Upper right. Upper right it will, not upper left, I don't think. It goes by the 5. If it does, you shoot it right now, don't you?
Wow. If that goes in the upper right even and you get good on the 15, you come down on the 11. Wow.
Well, roll it over to the right rail and...
Yep, come off the rail, though.
Yep, come off the rail and just get Hank on the 11 and have him figured out. You might even be able to draw back from the 11 to the same rail, like where he has his cue right there. You might be able to get a line where you draw right to the cue ball and get up to the upper end rail again. I think it's very likely that Hank will end up having to draw off that side rail. It's possible that Olson ends up with an angle, though, where the cue ball will go over in between the 2 and the 3.
It must be tight. He's really looking at it.
And then you have a shot on the 8 from over there. And he could shoot the 11 there. No.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was a really good
That
ball.
was a beauty.
And now Hank will be able to slide over in between the 2-3. Just hold it right in that little area over there. Avoid that side pocket.
Yeah.
You got to push it over a little bit. This is kind of an uncomfortable shot.
Tough little shot right here.
It's easy to go over too far and bring the 1 ball into play.
Easy to draw too much, hit the 3. You go, you slide over, you scratch. You got to be
I think
careful
he's going
on
to
the
hit
shot.
this really good. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Look at that control on that ball. He hit that thing so good.
This kid's hitting them good.
Yep. Right into that little spot on the side rail with some outside, and that was a heck of a shot, Hank. Yeah, you deserve a sip of that water. that was a heck of a shot.
I think the boys came to play tonight.
I mean, we as pool players do things like that, and we make it look so easy, but you still got to just pat people in the back because sometimes you hit the ball as good as anybody could hit it.
Wow. That was a great out.
It's almost like golf in a way. So you want to beat your opponent, whether it's Scotch, singles, or whatever. Just do what they're doing right here. Keep your opponent in the chair. It's tough to run out from over there. And look at this table. Man, oh man, look at this table. Solids are wide open. Stripes ain't even bad.
Oh, boy.
I actually like stripes, I think, better. 15 ball gets me on the 12. 12 gets me on that 9 to 11 over there. Or 9-13.
Yeah, I like the stripes.
This gets a good start, too. Get you over on the 12 there. Nice.
Great shot right there. Smooth it
Ooh, a
over.
little flat.
Little straight there.
I think I would have started with a 15 there because I know the 15 gets me on the 12 to where I can get over on that combination over there. But it's easy over here in the booth.
It is. Sometimes you want to, if you get down in the rack and all you have left is that combo and you're goofy on it to get it, you might get bad shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to take care of your trouble stuff early.
Yep.
Not that it was trouble, but it could have been later.
Well, I just think from on the 12, I would have gotten over on the rail maybe straight on
then
the
you've been
combo.
right,
Yep. And then you can come back, you have the 11 or you have the 10, but they should still be able to get out here.
So he's got to sit back and think on this a little bit, take his time.
I think you go inside
I
and go a
think you
couple
draw
of
right
rows.
out of there. You draw
Wow.
back.
Careful you don't get stuck over there. Well, Hank.
I'm mean, if he drew it, you could have played the 15
Yeah.
on the left. You know what I mean?
In the corner there, yep.
Yeah. Now Hank's got to come with a shot here.
See, I think if he went inside the 2 rails, 1, 2, and you come on the line in the 15 here as well, but Hank should be able to handle this. So. I don't know if he'll be able to kill the cue ball enough over there for the 9 on the next ball. I think he's rolling down for the 10.
Is he? That's a shot, too. Oh,
just
yeah.
like that, yep.
Good shot.
Man, he hit that ball good, too. Jeez.
Might be straight on this ball again.
No, I think he's got I think he has a little bit of an angle.
Think so?
Come up, get up middle of the table. You don't really want to get from the 9 to the 11, so you kind of want to get the 11 first. He could shoot the 11 here if he wants. But I think you're going to bump the 8 that way. Nobody elevates and takes a 9 from here. Should do center ball with a little bit of left and just kind of punch it over into that rail and probably hit it about 10 o'clock on the cue ball. A little bit of follow on it as well. Just something like that, maybe. Well, now if I'm Hank, I'm taking the 9 ball. Stay away from that 11, take the 9, come back.
Yep.
Just don't get on the other side, this side of the 5 ball.
Yep. You get in a nice little
Right about where that chalk is even. Anywhere in there is like kind of the goal post. Because you can go with the 2 rail shape off the 11, side rail, bottom rail, back up to the 8.
Get it off the rail a little bit here, though.
Straight draw. Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now, can he?
Now the 8's going to move.
Yeah, he's got to be careful where it moves to.
Yep.
This is a delicate little shot right here.
Yeah, it is. Yep. He doesn't have much of a window up in that pocket up there. It's going to be easy to get the 8 too far over on top of the 7, but it depends on.
He's got to be careful where he hits the 8.
Yeah, if he can thin the 11 enough, I think he's going to be more than safe. But if he has to hit that 11 kind of full, then that 8 is going to go to the 7.
Well, you can kind of dictate where he's going to hit the 11 in the side and create that little different angle and
Yep.
see which way he has to move the 8 ball.
And if he goes really, really thin with a little bit of outside of the cue ball, a nice
shot.
ball.
Perfect.
Man, oh man.
That was a hell of a shot right
It was either easier than we thought or he made it look that easy. And I'm giving him credit on that one. He made that.
Great shot.
He made that look super easy.
Has Zach and Ken even gotten to shoot?
I think
Man, oh man, is he playing good. Ooh, a 2-railer.
Well, focus on the break. Watch him set at the cue ball.
If I'm Ken and Zach, I'd probably stand up maybe and take away that.
Oh, tough start shot.
Worry
Tough
about
start
clot
shot.
forming or something here pretty soon.
That ball got kicked back a little bit, but he went to our right a little bit, his
Yep.
left. He's got to correct that.
Can he cross that 6 ball? Cross bank that 6 ball?
Boy, I don't know.
I don't think he can back cut the 2. I don't think he can make the 2 in the corner.
It's a tough spot.
The 5 goes in the side, but I don't want to shoot that ball.
No.
I'd probably bank that 6.
Tough spot.
Yeah, you don't make much of living in pool shooting that 5 in the side from there, do you?
No. No.
15 doesn't. Yep, you can cross bank it.
Let's go.
Do with a little bit of inside. Bring it straight across. Man, nice shot. Well, he made his ball.
Gets up.
Straight
He
in
made
the
it. Straight in
straight in
on
the
the side. He might
7
have
though.
the 3 in the side. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the 8's in the way, but he has a 7 ball up there.
Well, here's the thing I like. If Austin shoots his 7 straight in, then you take the 3, roll down a little bit, use the 1 ball to bump into the 4, and the 4 goes in the side though. But I kind of like running into it.
4 goes in the upper right.
Yeah, that's a tough cut past that 5
The way
ball.
these kids are playing.
Yeah, that's true. That's well.
I'm thinking about getting the 5
in that case, if they're playing good enough, just take it in the side then.
Oh
too.
yeah.
But I kind of like the 7 to the 3, the 3 to the 1.
Once, maybe twice. How many shots does Ken and Zach have? Maybe 1 or 2?
That's why I was saying they should stand up and take away the risk of a blood clot forming over there because they've been sitting for quite a while, man. This is really good pool.
Depending where he gets on this,
Oh,
Can Hank
wow.
roll? Well,
Now-
he can't. He's too much of an angle. If he could roll forward and bump the 14.
Now he could run into it, but I like doing this row, yeah. 3 to the 1. The thing with running into the 4, though, let's say you run into it and all of a sudden it moves
I'm saying
into
run,
the way
I'm
of the
saying
5.
run into the 14. But he's got too much angle. You see what I'm getting
Yeah.
at? He could have.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, he's going down this way like you said, Mark.
Good shot. I like that. He's going to have to do a lot of inside on this ball from here.
Boy.
You don't want to catch the left edge of the 4 because that cue ball is going to go up table. You might
Yeah, the
end
cue
up
ball's
there
got
in
to
no
run.
man's
He's
land.
got to be careful here.
Yep. I might
Then
even
cut.
try to come back for that now.
Then
Go
he
up
goes straight
table.
up table and play the deuce.
Yep, go up table, straight up table, and try to get on the deuce. Even if you go up table and come back through there and get on the 5, but you want to be just a little bit flatter with that
Can
cue
he
ball.
nudge the 8, play the deuce in the corner? Still got to deal with that 4 ball, though.
Now, he can go into the 4 from here, but it's making it a lot tougher.
Yeah.
With that much English on this ball, your contact point to make this ball changes dramatically. Because you're going to throw the ball just like that. Man, what a shot! Austin Olson, you are playing some strong pool, young man. You are playing some strong pool. I am impressed. Man, shot after shot, clutch. Absolutely clutch. Up 5-0, race to 11. Hank the Tank at the table. He's got options now. He could go the 4, take the 2 in the side next, and puts you on the 5. I like the 5 what he's doing. He's going to go the 5 and try to get the 2 on the side and try to get the cue ball straight in to make it easiest to just stop shot and get in the 4. Maybe just a touch of outside right there. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good spot. Man, oh man, what a clinic these two are putting on right now. Absolute clinic. Yep, just like a simple stop shot. I want a little bit of an angle on the 4. If I am straight in, no big deal, right? Man, oh man, this is some good pool. These guys are playing so good right now. They just came right out swinging. And this will be to go up 6-0. Oh, whoa. Got there. Got there. Could have ran into the rail and come under that 14 ball, but I am not going to second guess that young man at this point in time or henceforth.
This is another rack?
Man, that's that out. They're up 6-0 now. They are putting on an absolute clinic.
Okay. Set. He's going to hold it. There he goes.
Man,
Look at this.
oh wow, 3 balls in the break. 4 balls in the break. 4 ball. He made 4 stripes in the break.
Wow.
He made 4 stripes in the break. What the hell's going on here? This is really, really good pool. Man, oh man, this is impressive.
Key shot right here. Drop back out of there.
Either one. If you get on the 15, gets you on the 11. If you get on
He's
the
on
11,
the 11. He's on the 15.
Yep.
Wow.
Here's what I like doing on this shot. I like the 15 lower left corner. Cue ball to the bottom rail to the right side of the 5 on the
He's
right
straight,
side
I think
rail.
he's straight on the 11, Mark.
Is
He
that,
could
can he
roll
go
up.
roll down to the 15 then? Okay.
He's looking at it, see?
Yeah.
Just roll up and leave yourself a little angle. Either you can play in the upper right or
Yeah,
bottom.
played
Right.
up in the upper corner.
If he has a little angle or if he...
See, going that 15 though, you go 2 rails. You're on the 11. You're guaranteed a little back cut. Go up to the rail. You're guaranteed on the 8. The thing on this way, if you get to an angle where you got to go into the left side rail, Then it gets tough.
I want to see how straight he is. I can't really see.
I like my shot in this instance. I'm not always right, don't get me wrong. But I like the 2 rails and the 15 and then getting on the 11 right there. Anywhere in that area right there.
He must have a goofy little angle on that 11.
I think so, yeah. I think the cue ball is going to float to the left too much, and then Hank will have to take the 15 and go down to the bottom rail or over to the left side rail, and I think it gets tough. I think it really gets tough from there.
Okay.
The thing that he has to avoid here all is just avoid the 5. Because even if you come up past the side pocket, you still have the 11 on the left side.
He's coming 2 rails.
2 rails.
He's drawing it up.
2 rails
Wow.
right there, just like that. Yes, I like that shot, man.
Hit that perfect.
Hit that ball perfect, too. Look at that ball in head. I put it probably right about there. And Hank's going to get him perfect straight in. Man, oh, man. Wow. Austin, you hit my shot. I appreciate you so much right now. You hit that as good as it could be hit.
Perfect.
Yes.
He must have had a little goofy angle on the 11.
Yep.
He hit that 11.
Yeah, I think that 11, the cue ball was
so
going to
good.
float a little bit too far to the left.
All right, so
Oh, scratch. Oh.
Got away from him.
Yep, got away from him.
He tried to hit that a little harder.
Yep.
You see that? He was amped up.
Got to hit it better, man.
He was amped up a little bit, you know.
He's hit that break so good, though. Man, oh, man. It's impressive.
Ball in hand
Ball
anywhere,
in hand
Zach.
anywhere, yep.
You are correct.
The 9 and the 13 are tied up.
Can he shoot the deuce in the left corner right now and get rid of it?
Yeah, looks like solids are the way to go, doesn't it? I think I shoot the deuce, and maybe, unless the 7 goes by that 14, I run into the 7 here and just kind of open it up a little bit more. We'll tell if he has to or not. If he doesn't move it now,
Looks like he's going forward, but
yeah, he's going to go and get on the 1. If he doesn't move that 7 now, though, then the 7 goes by very easily. Past the 14. Ooh, came up a little bit short on that.
that'll happen when you haven't shot in 6
Yeah,
racks.
yeah. When you sat down for a while, man.
Justine.
Well, now I think you do run into the 7. If you got to take the 1. Well, you could shoot the 5. You could shoot the 3. I don't like that either. But if you shoot the 1, then I think you do play to go into the 7 ball. The 5 ain't a bad shot. Hit it with some inside. Let the cue ball hit the left side rail, come down to the bottom rail. It'll release back up table. Then you have a better angle on the 1, or you get on the 7. Yeah, I like the 5 on the side. I think he's going to take the 3 ball, though. What I really don't want to do is move the 9, 13, the 12, or the 10. The 12, 10's a pretty easy. Both of those are makeable combos, but you have to deal with where the balls go.
He's in a tough spotter. He's got to back cut the 5, or that he's got to shoot that. I mean, the 3's not a tough shot, but they haven't shot in a while, Mark.
Yeah.
They're down 7-0.
Yeah.
And the heat's on. This is the first time Ken's been on the live stream
Each
table.
of these shots looks like looking across the 6x12 snooker table right now. that's how far away it looks for this guy right now. And I don't blame him. I would be the same way. It's like, what did I just get myself into? I like this, though. Bump it into the 7. Careful on the side pocket, though, for a scratch.
Don't want to twist it too much here.
Ooh, now it won't go.
Yep. Does it go?
Well, it doesn't seem too concerned. Must go still. We should get the overhead working again, Jerry.
Oh, boy.
I actually had a couple people talking about the overhead cabin.
Damn.
We'll see if it goes, though. If he doesn't do anything with it. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't go.
Playing the other side. What a great shot that was.
Yeah, I'll be danged. I'm surprised. Now, the 7 would go down in the lower left corner, too. He ran by a little bit, so he might have to shoot a combo here. Yeah, he does have to do a combo. He doesn't have to shoot this, though. He could shoot the 4.
Yeah, does that 7 go down the bottom left?
I don't know if he goes with the 4, if he can run into the 14 from there, though. 2 rails. I think the 3's in the way.
I don't know, but can he shoot the 4? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they got an angle on the 4. I'm gonna get
The
away
7
with
would
it.
go in the lower left, yeah. But I think he's doing the combo. Good shot, man. Hit that
Good
one
shot
good.
right there. This would be a nice little out for these guys.
Yep, yep. So 7 to the 4, 4 to the 3, 3 to the 8. Good little bump off the rail like that.
Zach is super steady.
Yep. Seven to nothing. Kenneth at the table, and just got to get in the 3 and should be able to get on the board. Good shot.
Zach's playing good. He just won a tournament. He won 5,000.
Yeah, that down in Racine.
Down
Those,
south, yeah. So he's confident.
I heard he walked over everybody too. It wasn't a. I mean, he shellacked them.
Yeah. Put him on 4, will you? Please.
There we go.
Good
on
shot.
the board.
Good shot.
Over here, Nick.
Broke a lot on the stream table and made balls a lot.
Yeah, he's had, I think, one of the more consistent breaks
Yep.
out of all the teams that have played.
All right. 8 balls tied up on the 14.
Four ball goes in the lower left, and it looks like
right,
the
it
lower
looks
right.
like. So you can move the 8 off of that if you need to, but boy, I don't know.
If you go inside on the 2 and inside left on the 2 and get in between the 12 and the 7, get in the 3 ball. I kind of like that row right there because you might even actually get on the 5 on the side. You got to open that up a little bit so that when you shoot the 4, you can draw in and move the 8, and then you have a bailout ball. It would be nice to have that 6 ball there still.
Yeah, you don't want to wait till the end, obviously. You want to move that 8 as quick as you can if you're going to take the solids. You know?
So I like going 2 to the 2 with inside left. If I get in the 5 in the side straight in, kind of, I'll take it. If not, then I take the 3. With the 3, I'll go across to the right side, get an angle on the 4 to draw off the 4 into the 8-14. Then I got the 6 on the left side to bail me out.
Yep.
That's my route that I would try to do. I don't have to take the 5 off this ball, but if I get to where I'm straight in on it, I think I'd take it.
Let's see if Ken has his earbuds in.
I think. Ooh, kind of.
That inside, he's tried to spin it out 2 rails over there. So
now what do you do?
If that 13 goes down the bottom, you're down here. He's looking at that. He'll take that.
If it's Valley rules, I just take the 8-14 combo, right? Because 8's neutral. BCA, the 8 ball is not neutral though. You can use it if you hit another ball into it though. On your opening shot. So you can use the 8 ball to make another ball, but you have to hit a solid or a strike first. But in VNEA rules, yeah, you can shoot that 8-14.
He's got a little angle on his 12. He's got to make something happen here, Mark.
I'd love to not move that 2-5 in any way. Let them have to deal with that if I don't get out. I don't want to touch those at all. Ooh, off that ball.
Off that 3. That's a great shot
Nice.
right there. Wow.
Yep. Now, does that 15 go past the 6? Because then you got a dangerous little path to come down to the bottom rail and off the side rail into the 14. A lot of scratch in that ball, though.
Yep. You just got to be very confident on your tangent line.
Yep. And it might be better to go back from a different angle to try to move into that 8 ball. I don't know if that 13 goes. I think it does. Yeah, 13 will go by there. So I think you shoot that ball next.
So what it is when you're all done, you bring the balls up and then
Shoot the 13. Bring the cue ball out for the 9. Or you run into the 8 ball. Off the rail. Like that, kind of.
Might have got stuck.
I think he has a 9 ball.
Might have got stuck
Nope.
on that 14.
No, Well, the good news for them, though, is if he can make that 9 ball, if he snaps that pretty firm, that
No,
4.
he can't
yeah,
see
he
it. He's
can't
gonna cut
yeah.
the 15.
I was going to say he could move that 4 into the 15.
Now he's got to let the cue ball go a little bit. And if he hits it then, he's going to hit that, 5 deuce right there. And sometimes you got to pray to the pool gods, right? Yeah, hell of a shot.
While you're waiting on her to come back in, do you got a credit card you want to swipe?
Can he see this, Mark? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, he could see that ball, couldn't he?
Wow. He was looking like he couldn't see it at first.
Yeah. Now, I might have hit that firm to try to use my 4 ball to move that 15 for me, though. See how the 4 was going up towards the 15? I think if he hit it firmer, that 15 would have went above the 2 ball. It's all hindsight, I know, but the 15 does go by the 6 on the side, so I believe Austin can get on the 15 from the 10 from where they're at. Yeah, he's looking at it. It does go, so. He might end up bumping this 8 ball with this shot.
He's looking at the scratch on the side, I think, isn't he?
If he can avoid that, it's not entirely difficult. But if he has to move that 8 at all, that can really.
He's looking at bumping the 8.
There, hit it nice.
He didn't like it.
Oh man, he made the ball though. Man.
Yeah, he got down quick on that shot.
Yep.
Yep.
Shot quick on that one, didn't he? Got down, one punched it. Hank would have been on the 14 ball from there. I think Zach can make the 4 ball, right? Can you see? No, maybe he can. Yeah, he can. Gets on, if he makes this, then trouble for solids then would be the 8 ball.
So I've got you on table 2. It's right back where the crowd reserved those. Okay, it's right back there.
Go around
so
this.
Bring the balls up when you're done.
But you don't have to move the 8. You can get below it somehow. There is that alternative.
Or you can go
You got to deal with the 5 and the 2 as well. I think he's going to shape the 3 though.
we have a tournament going on, so
And not enough.
wait, this will be over in a minute.
You can go rail first and make the 3, but I think if I'm Zach, I almost have to look at shooting the 5 from here.
Yeah, I think he's going to shoot that 5.
Now you gotta consider that you one of these balls you might want to take a shot at moving the 8, but you don't have to move it. If you had a ball that would set you up to get down below it real easy, then you really don't have to move it. But they really don't have anything set up right now that'll get them down below that 8 ball. There isn't like a ball sitting in front of the sides or right in the corner up there that you just hit it thin and you're going to go down table. There's just not one sitting right now that I see. However, Ken does have a 2-7 combo right now, and you could draw the heck out of the cue ball, run down to the 8. You probably have a long shot on the 2. And if you don't get on the 2, though, then you're really up the creek, because that 1-3 you'd have to shoot as a combo unless you got way over on the side rail. So I don't think I'd do that either. I like going inside and go 1, 2, 3 rails, take the 7-2 in that same pocket. Because if you go over it like that, you can bump it and end up there. If you see what I'm saying? If you go inside, you go left side rail, upper end rail, over to right where his cue is, and then you come out and you have one of those 2 balls. I do what Ken did, though. I don't mind that path, but I do that so often, I run into that ball. I catch it a little bit, and then I end up in this situation. So I don't fault him for that at all. I do that often. So I've been trying to remind myself in those shots to go inside and go around those free rails. It's definitely a shot you want to practice. One, because it's a different hit for you, but the speed, to get that speed down to go around and not come out too far, that's another challenge. But Ken might have also hit that ball a little bit thick, that 3 ball. If he hits that ball a little bit thinner, then perhaps the cue ball comes across and doesn't touch the 2 at all. Right now, I am living on watermelon Red Bull. And the night is early, so there might be a few more of those coming up. But we, again, are live here at CRs Sports. It's been a while since I've been in the booth, so I do apologize if a little rusty, maybe a couple cobwebs. But this has been quite the exhibition so far by Hank and Austin. Some really good pool. And the ball down in the pocket down there, that stripe in the lower right corner, that's what kept them from getting to 8-1. Just that little bit of a hanger right there, and they would have been at 8-1. It's impressive. So yeah, Jim Nelson, if you are looking for a pizza place, CRs happens to have Carboni's Pizza, and it is really, really good. As I know that you know, being a league player out of here, but phenomenal pizza. I actually had participated in some nachos earlier, which I recommend highly. And I'm also a big fan of their cheesecake, so. AKA the bad back medicine.
What did I miss?
Well, Austin and Hank are looking to get up 8-1 here.
Joe Petrick, Jeremy Dagle, table 20.
The game of pool is just so. That little tick that Ken had on the 2 ball, just that tiny little tick with the cue ball changed everything. And it happens so often in pool, you just catch a ball a little bit or just catch a rub, and it just changes everything.
Tom Blomquist, Brandon Hendrickson, table 17.
I don't know if he
Rob Bell, Josh Wallstrom, table 12.
doesn't seem to want to cut this in the side. The cue ball would just run up and down the table, though. I don't really like it in the corner, but I just don't make
smooth
balls.
it in with right-hand English off the rail.
Yeah, I think so too. Throw it into the right side pocket and then just have the cue ball come down to the bottom rail and float back up. Looks like he's going in the corner though, which, he can't fault him. Whatever you're comfortable with from here, I think you shoot.
Wow.
Oh, if you hit it like that.
Great shot.
Man. Well, let's see that stroke, Hank. He is kind of straight on right here.
He is.
And I think the cue ball is going to float to the left a little bit even. Does he force follow this? Go 2 rails? Nope, he's looking at it right about there. Yep. No, it's pretty straight. Look, I thought initially you might have a little bit of an angle where it's going to go to the left some, but I think he's going to pull this straight up table. Just watch out the 2 ball.
Oh, wow.
My goodness. Oh, boy.
Well, if there's any doubt on that stroke, you put the power stroke come off that back rail now, because then the deuce is not in the way.
Yep, overhit it. Yep. Powered a little bit more and then go up off the rail. Even if you run into the 2, then you're good. You have a look
Instead
at the
of trying to play that shape. You'll see the pros do that all the time.
Yep. Play for the end rail.
Yep.
Just draw it up the end rail. You're going to come off enough to where you'll be on the 8. Yep. I remember when I used to have that kind of a draw stroke way back in the day. Now I ain't getting there. I'm probably playing for the bank from there.
Better get the replay button ready on this one, huh?
Come on, Austin. Trust your stroke. Oh.
Foul ball.
Did he move the 2
Yeah,
with
he
the
did.
cue or his hand?
Yeah,
the
he moved it. Yeah.
Well, that's what you need if you're behind 1-7. Well, any time in the match, but opportunities. Definitely opportunities. Jamie Sanford in the house.
Sticky Nicky Hansen
And
walked
Nick
in.
Hansen.
Rob Matson, Roger Larson, Peyton Holmes. Got a good tournament tonight.
Got him on the rail there. See, if I'm going to shoot that ball with ball in hand, I roll forward to where I might get straight into the 2. You know what I mean? I play for the 2. If I don't get it, I do the 7 to the 2. But with that ball in hand, if I can roll and get straight into the 2, then the 7 to the 8 gets even easier. But, it still does. You know what I mean? But if that ball in hand, it's like, okay, I've got 2 other balls I'm shaping. What if I get straight into this one first? If I don't, no big deal.
Yep.
But at least try to get that because it makes it so much easier in my opinion.
Oh, he's looking at that side hole.
Yep. Is he worried about drawing into it and not getting above or below it? Good shot. Good shot. So 2-7 now. Zach and Ken picking up another game. Yep.
Plus on slicker cloth, if you're going to draw the ball back, you can hit it just a little bit below center.
Yep.
Instead of down another half tip lower. I mean, and the ball's still going to come in.
Well, he was also
look at this break.
4.5, 5 feet away too, which
Yeah.
made it even more
Yep.
difficult. Yep.
Wow, check this out.
This is how you get back in a match right here. Tables like this. I like the 7. Unless he can make the 3. I think he can make the 3. Yeah, he could throw that in there.
I think he's shooting the 14.
Stripes is good too.
Go down for the 13 after that if you had to.
14 to the 13, 13 to the 10, 10 to the 11.
He's got a small window down here, though. He's got to be careful. He looked to see if the 11 goes down here in case he didn't hit that window, I think.
Don't get on it. Oh, I don't think he got on it, did he?
Nah, Ken's shaking his head.
Yep. I think he bumped into it, and the 10 is blocking it. Yep. Well, Zach.
You see him kind of shake his head like, yeah.
He's going to do a slight curve or a masse on this ball. So it's got to be pretty close. If he feels he can make this, I'd give him good odds to pocket this. Because it doesn't really matter what the cue ball does. You're not hitting it hard enough where the cue ball is going to get away from you. If you miss it, they're left with a 4-ball and a 6-ball combo. I kind of like that play. Or they have to combo ball on the side, yeah. I like this. A little bit of a masse curve ball. Just leave the cue ball right there. If you make it, great. If not, Solids doesn't have a pocket for a ball. Unless they can see the 1 ball. That's the one on the side might go.
Is the 13 off the rail?
Yeah, it looks like it's just off
All right.
maybe quarter inch, half inch.
He's got to be careful if he...
Nice and just like
Nice
that.
shot.
Oh, it made it look easy.
Yeah, he
Jesus.
Zach was making it look dramatic.
So this 11 goes down in the lower left corner, and that leads you right to the 9. Should be 3-7. We'll see how Hank and Austin respond when they get another good opportunity here. It's one thing to jump out like that, but then to see that lead start to disappear a little bit. Did happen in their previous match. Remember that?
Yep.
They got out ahead pretty substantial.
I talked about it earlier.
It
does happen.
I would bet that they're going to respond differently this time.
Yeah, strong.
Yep. Learn from it.
Well, looking like 7-3 and breaking.
That was a heck of a break by Zach, man. That was really, really good break.
Yep. Now, if I'm the other team, I'm over here watching a little bit, seeing what the break's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
seeing where they're making balls from. Yep.
Where are they breaking from? How hard are they hitting it? What's going on here? I'm talking about the teams that's got to play next, the two teams.
In the next match, yep.
Yeah.
I think Nick and Josh are warming up on number 4. And Surin and Chad are over on number 6. But look at that cue ball. Look at that cue ball. Solid break, and that cue ball planted right in the middle of the table. 9, 12, 8, yuck. Here's what you do. If you want to... Oh, I don't know. It's kind of a thin cut, but, if you take the 6 ball, run into those balls, the danger in that is that 8's probably going to go for a swim in the side pocket off that, so... But 6 ball, lower right corner, run the cue ball into the 8, 9. It'll run over onto the 7, go on the side. No, scratch that. Not a good idea. But for stripes, you got to deal with the 14. You got to deal with the 11. Yuck, yuck. Solids, you could start with the 1. You're going to float across, probably put you on the 2 or the 4. And the 8 will go in the side pocket. You don't have to move that if you're solids. You can get a good angle on the 6 to just float down to the bottom rail, and then the 8 goes in the side. So I think solids. You don't have to do much with the cue ball either. Here, you could stop there and take the 4 in the lower right corner. Just like that. And the 4 will get you over towards the 1-5.
Now, is this from the break?
Yes.
So they're kind of putting it on a little bit here, huh?
Boy, it'd be nice if that 5 would go on that side somehow. Holy cow, it'd be. But they got to do some work with it.
I'm thinking you might slide around to get that 1, get out of that 1 out of there.
Yep.
I mean, that 15 is a big ball for these balls right here to get out. You know what I mean?
And the 6 will get you on the. Well, the 8 will go in the lower right corner, and it'll go on the side. So if you go 4 to the 1, ooh, jabbed at it almost.
Looked like he did jab at it, but did he leave him a shot? He got the combo, the 15-10.
Kind of shot that real fast too, didn't he? Just kind of went up and kind of one-punched it.
That 9 don't go. He's got the combo, looks like, and that's about it. I don't think he can see 11 mark.
No. But 15-10 combo, bring the cue ball over to the left side rail. Float up table, get yourself on the 11. You have to deal with the 9. 9 goes in the side, left side. Got that ball. So 9 goes in the left side, but to really make that make sense, you almost got to have the cue ball where the 6 ball is. Somewhere in that area, because then you could bump the 8 and get yourself in the 12.
Where's he coming off this 11 after he cuts it, see?
Well,
Where's that cue ball going to end up here?
I think he's going to run into the 4.
Okay.
And probably get stuck over there. And Hank, which wouldn't be a bad deal, because if he can get stuck on the right side of the 4, Hank can take the 15 and run the cue ball into the 9, 8, 12 that direction too. Then you'd have the 11 up in the upper, or the 14 in the upper corner. But there's a lot of things that can go wrong. The 4 can get over the 14. You can catch the edge of the 4, which ain't the end of the world, but I think I played it, almost hit this 4 ball square if I could. I'd like a little bit of a back cut on the 15.
Oh. See how things turn?
Yep. Now you're in trouble.
Roll forward, play the 9 on the left side.
Yep.
You have a little angle, so then you're gonna move the 8 a little bit.
Or is he gonna look at banking
Looking for the bank. Maybe that 9 don't go on the side. Maybe
Oh,
the
I,
eight's in the way.
I think the 9 goes for sure in the side.
Looks like the tangent might be a
Is
bigger
it?
mark.
Oh, this isn't an easy ball here either, though.
No, he's over
Gotta
the
get
ball.
this. Gotta get this one in
Got
first.
to lay for
Oh,
a bank.
he's got a pretty good cue ball though. Look at that bridge. He looks pretty solid right there.
Yeah. All right.
Well, there's the bank.
Now he's got a nudge at 8.
Back cut that 14. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 rails.
Mark's getting all nuts.
Look at
with
the
boot.
path though. Upper rail over to the left of the 1, in between the 5, 4, back down to the bottom rail, up into the 8. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4 rails.
You did say they legalized weed.
There is
right?
a crazy path to get there, but there is though. Up to the upper rail, left side rail, down to the lower right side rail,
Oh, my
bottom rail,
God.
up into the 8 ball. 4 rail back cut to 14 for
They
shape.
did legalize weed.
It's there though. There is a path. Don't shoot it. If you're at home, you might want to try it for fun and games, but I wouldn't shoot that here. No, but
See if you can bank this ball here.
I just wonder what he's going to end up with off this bank if he does make it. Oh.
I tell you.
Yep.
Mark just says, yep.
Starting to go that way. Things just start rolling direction.
The
you know,
pool gods say we're going to lean
Yep.
it the other way a little bit.
It's like that pendulum. It only goes so far one way, and then it starts coming back the other direction.
Yep.
5 is a little bit easier to go on the side now, and that will put you on the 7. He could shoot the 1 right now and try to get on the 7 as well. Float up the left side rail there. I think the 7 does go in the upper corner too, so you could be down below it. And you could play it off the 8 ball on the side
You
even
could
too.
take the 5 off the 8.
Yep,
Get
5
that
off
way
the
in.
8.
Move
7
it
goes
up
off
to
the 8.
7. Yeah. I'd rather shoot the 5 off the 8 than the 7.
He hasn't looked at the 6. I think he's liking that 1.
This is where the heat comes in though when you're playing on this table and you have been on here before.
Yeah.
When you get stuck with a tough situation and you got to make up your mind just starts going nuts. You know what I mean?
I wonder if he's looking at that 5-1 combo. I don't like shooting that 5 out of there. I like your idea of the 5 off the 8 ball. Oh, he's in place. Safety.
He's calling safe.
Playing a safety. He's going to roll the cue ball up behind the 8 ball.
Oh, the 9 don't go over here.
No.
Wants to get that off the
Just gonna
rail.
Come out too far though and get on the 14 pretty easy. Good shot, man! Look at that
That's a great
spot there.
shot right
Very,
there.
very well done. That is nice. Very, very good pool there.
Yeah.
And now that 7's easy to get to. Very nice.
Really good shot.
Could have ran out, but this is a pretty high percentage play. That was really good.
Now you just got to hope that the other team don't get a hit and
Yeah.
stick you somehow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Or kick, make the 9.
Yeah.
Cue ball goes into the 7, straight into the 14 in the upper right corner. That's the play, though. I think he's going to have to kick on the bottom rail and play the 9 in the side. Hit this
Carefully don't hit that
hit it
too
too
thin. Hit the
square.
8.
Oh,
Ooh,
look at
that's
this ball.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Cut
God.
it out.
Holy Christ. How'd he hit it? Oh.
And I don't have the replay
Oh
on.
my God. That was one of the best shots you ever see in pool. Unbelievable. Wow. Hank the Tank.
What?
Get out of the way, man. Holy cow. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Not only kicks it in, but with shape. That was such a good safety, Ken. You hit that safety so good, too.
That was unbelievable.
Now, do you come down below or just roll out in the middle of the table and take a little back cut?
Looks like he's coming down below, ain't he? Yeah.
Good
Perfect.
shot. Good shot.
Wow.
Man, Hank the Tank. My goodness. Woo! Man, I gotta give a
That's,
clap on that. That was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal.
That's nice on that cue ball. You're going to stop. That's what all the pros are really. Look at how good he hit that ball.
Oh, man.
And he didn't get no love.
I think even TJ be giving him a nod for that kick shot right there.
Yep.
The kick shot wizard, TJ Signhouse, would be going, well done, young man. Well done. Here's the torch.
Wow.
TJ be like, here's the torch, young man. Well done. God, that was unbelievable. That was so unbelievable.
These solos look juicy.
Yeah, they do. You gotta be careful. Don't get ahead of yourselves.
That 4 ball, you got to be careful here.
Yeah.
Don't go in either of these corners. Don't look.
I think I go back. I go from the 7 to the 3, 3 to the 1, and 1 gets me over to the left side rail. Then I take the 4. You know what I mean? 7, 3. Get in that area on the 1, and then just slide over to the left rail.
Where are you going to play the 4? I don't know.
I'll take the 4 in the lower right
you
corner.
think it goes down there?
Yeah.
Or got 14 in the way?
Yeah, I'll drive a bus through there. Or you can get there from the 2 right now, too. 2 will get you back up there. Yeah, I think the 4 goes. This ain't a bad play either, but you still can come back for it if you don't like it. This is probably your safest way to get on the 4, though, is taking this 2. The 1 will get you on it. Now I think you go back for it.
Went a little high.
Yeah. Take the 6 right now. Yeah, I don't like that 4 at all now. Just came a little bit too much. And I don't know if you want. I don't think you want to bump into the 9 off the 6 ball and draw back because the 1 might get tied up in the 3.
And the gray and black there at 15.
You could roll forward and play the 3. Or go over the side row and come back out into the 9.
So you rolling up, play the 3 in the upper right. Or just get
on the
perfect
4. Oh, that's a good shot, Zach. Well done.
Great shot right there.
Yeah, you just got lucky. I was watching you practice down on 12 earlier. How long have you been playing ball? 12 years?
That dude has the best bucking dad ever with the 2 antlers.
I seen that.
That's a pretty cool shirt.
Yeah.
I was very clear on how I was wording that shirt.
I heard you. I
Be
seen the
very
shirt.
careful.
I seen it. All right, nice shot.
What do you go? 1, 7, 3.
That's what I see, Mark.
Draw back just kind of about right there, a little bit, maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more. You want to be on the left side of the line, if anything,
Yeah.
or on the line, but left side of the line.
You could go 7, draw back, take the 1, and take the 3 in the upper corner.
Got a little
but
angle on there, though.
Yeah, I
Wanna go over
I like
too far.
going this way. 1, 7,
Oh,
3.
for sure.
And bring it out in the middle of the table a little bit. And that'll work.
Yep, nice shot.
Oh, he hit that really
Hit her
good.
real good.
I think he has just a little bit of an angle. He can punch it over. He doesn't have to punch it over much, though. Don't even have to if you don't want to. Even a stop shot there. Just take the 3, draw back, you get straight into the 8.
Yeah, don't get straight. Don't be yeah, leave yourself a little angle on this ball. Because I can put you out in the middle of the table. You're good to go.
Will you hit end?
After that kick shot, I wonder if Ken's thinking in his head, I'm never playing safety again. You know, you can't deter yourself. That was such a good safety, too.
Yeah.
That was 2 incredible shots in a row. Good shot.
Tell you what, 8-4 and breaking.
Nope. Good shot.
All right. Not out yet.
That was a good out.
Again, everybody, anybody interested in a used diamond, I'm selling these tables here.
Oh, man. That might have been his worst break he's done in this tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen him scratch off his break.
Wow. Not good timing on that one.
Look at solids here. Take that 12-6. Get yourself on the 2. 4 goes, 5 goes, 3 goes.
So let's make sure that
Should be 9-4.
make sure the 12 don't.
Yeah, 12 doesn't float forward and then tie up that pocket.
Yeah. So you got it. You don't want to hit it on the left side of the 6. It'll come.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
I might even just kind of slow. Yep. Oh, that's a good shot. Well done.
Perfect.
Now the only real ball they had to worry about is the 7, but I think the 7 from the middle of the table puts them right on the 8. I'd like to get to the 4 here instead of the 5. But no big deal. Sometimes I think on that 4, if you get a little bit thin, or it just my own personal preference. I just
I think Hank
sometimes it might be kind of weird, you know, you end up on it.
A 5 to the 4 now.
Yeah, 5 to the 4, 4 to the 3, on the 7. Good shot. That's a pretty good spot to be right there.
Yeah, I mean,
no worries at all if I'm getting it right there on that 4 ball.
I would take it.
Yeah. I just wouldn't want to get to where you have to run the cue ball back and forth, you know, if you end up getting too thin. But Hank is hitting them very well. And so is this young man, playing very, very good. So you can kill this cue ball on the right side rail there and take the 7 in the lower left corner. You could go through and try to get on in the lower right corner. Draw back. I think that's what he's playing. Draw back, just get down to the bottom rail. Oh, nice little tick on the... Ew! Maybe you wanted to hit that 8 a little bit more full than that.
Now he's got to let the cue ball go a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Now you got to be careful.
That got a little bit tougher. Could bank it, cross bank it.
Now, can he play it off the rail, maybe stop it with the 15?
That's not a bad play, Jerry. That's really not a bad play. If he catches the edge of the 15, it'll be on the left side of the table. Hank's cutting the 8. How about this? How about low inside, shoot the 7, and slide the cue ball up in between the 15 and the rail with right English. It goes up to the end rail, comes straight back for the 8 ball. So that path right there was some right English. So you avoid the 15 and catch that side rail right above the side pocket. It's a lot of inside.
Just like that. Oh.
Well, Hank.
But he had that shot if he hits it easier.
Yes, yeah, if he hits it easier.
And he stops it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, a little bit more pocket speed.
Yep.
Cue ball will sit up in that area where
English
you're talking.
Take a little better off that rail and stick on that 15 a little better.
Now this here, if I mean, you want to stroke the ball in, but if he doesn't make this pocket speed and misses or hangs it, Stripes is in a lot of trouble with that 10 ball.
Well, you play it overcut. If you overcut it, it'll go out the 10 anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, wow.
Man, oh,
Hank,
man.
the tank, ladies and gentlemen.
Good. Ooh, Hank the Tank breaking now.
All right. Look at this.
And this is a pretty
Look
pretty good table here. Oh, man.
Either one.
Yep.
Wow.
Take what you're comfortable with here.
I
And
can roll down off the 13, play the 11 right now.
13 to the 11, and it gets real easy from there. I agree 100%. 13 to the 11.
Then you go to the 9 from there.
I think he's looking at solids. Yeah, 13 to the 11 is like absolutely the starting shot.
And then 11 to 9.
11 to the 9, 9 to the 14. 14 gets you on the 10, 15.
Yeah. It's so easy in the booth.
Yeah. It's just that 13 gets you perfectly on that 11 to start out, but they'll still get there.
Well, you want to get rid of the high ball up there. I get it, but he's straight on, I think. Can he 2 rails out of here?
And now the 13 does go in the lower right corner too, so they've got all kinds of options here.
Oh, nice shot.
Now you take the 13 or the 9. I like the 13 here though. I think the 9 might get me over to the 4 in that area by the 4 ball too much.
Yeah, if you shoot 13, just hold it and then play the 11.
Because if I'm take that 9, I'm going to be floating underneath that 8, and I just think it might bring that 4 into play.
Got a nice window here to hold it, you know.
Yep. Just draw back. You don't have to worry if you don't get on the 11. You can use the 15 and then the 9.
Play to go to the rail and out a little bit.
Yep.
You can put a little stroke on it, just like that.
Beautiful shot. Well done.
Perfect.
Yep. Nice.
These kids are playing good, Mark.
Yep. 11 to the 9, 9 to the 15. Yes, they are. They're really, really playing well together right now. Be tough to beat. You can't. You know, it's matches like this, so where you can't really fault. It's not like Zach and Ken have really done anything wrong. You know, it's like that match, the last match that I commentated. They didn't do anything wrong. They're just the other team is just playing so well.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just works that way.
Yep.
She wants a hug.
Hi.
You know, and you can't fault things. I think it was his partner Dan Key's team. Yeah, they sat and watched so much. You just there's not much you can do. You just can't fault yourself for anything. You don't really do anything wrong. You're just getting outshot, and those are the times that you just tip your hat to your opponent, and that was just great pool. We all play well, and then there's times when we don't, and there's just times when somebody plays really, really well, and it doesn't matter what we do. Nice. Very nice.
I don't need to sell them, but I got some people asking for some used tables. All right, ball in. And
stripes.
Looks like they're going to take
solids.
They're going to take solids.
5 ball or the 7 ball.
Probably gonna start
or the
with that.
4 ball. Or the 1 ball.
I think that 9 is. He's got to cut it back a little bit. Well, they hit the deuce.
Yeah, I like solids too. I like actually probably starting with the 7.
Yeah.
Or no, the 5. I can't make them a 9. 4 ball, 1 ball. You can shoot any one of them. The way these guys are playing, they can shoot any one of them. 7, if you do the 7, you just float down table, come back up, try to get on the 4 next, or the 5. The only thing with that is that
5 is dead straight in, though. I mean, it just.
Yep. And it
Nice
makes getting on the 2 a lot easier.
Boy,
now, too.
Austin's playing really good.
Yeah, he's playing strong.
So is Hank. They're both playing phenomenal, these kids.
Yeah, it's impressive. They both should be really, really proud of how they brought it.
Smooth stroking it tonight.
Hank's kick shot might be one of the better kick shots I've ever seen. That was something pretty special. That was just special. Shape on their last ball and perfect side of the ball even for Shape. Here, just hit it with a draw shot. And
I mean, look at this. They got 7, 4, 6, 1, 8.
Yep.
You get on the proper side of the 6, go over, you make the 1, 8. Man, oh man, they're.
I think 4 to the 7, 7 to the 6, 6 to the 1. And
Oh, you shoot 4 or 7, either one. 4 or 7. So I thought he was straight around. I thought the 4 went in the side over here. You can go 7, 4, but
yeah,
maybe
if it does,
maybe he's got an angle.
Yeah, if it does go on the side, you could do it that way too. I think he's almost kind of straight in on the 4. And he just float forward if he wants.
Yeah.
Draw back if you want, float forward. Ooh, caught the outside there.
He's good.
Yep. Give a little angle so you shoot to 6 and the cue ball naturally goes over to the side rail for you so you don't have to fight it.
You're on the proper side of the line. Remember that, everybody. Proper side of the line.
Could come down to the bottom rail, but then you possibly bring the 13 into play. Oh, and that's kind of a funny line there.
Yeah, you got out a little bit. I mean, the way Hank's playing, you can just drop back just a touch, unless you can go forward and come up, and then you flirt with that 13.
Yeah, you
ball.
flirt with the 13. That's
He's
the
got to play the
drawback of
safest
coming
shot
down
here.
to the rail. You might not have had the angle to get over to the right side enough on the 6. 'Cause it really seems like he didn't play very good shape from where he was there. So he must have had the angle going away from it. And if I'm Austin here, yeah, I take your shot. I think I draw back and just leave Hank with a thin cut on the 1 and put it in his hands. Now, he could go the 1 ball and go 1, 2, 3 rails, hit it with inside. That's you're automatically on the 6. That's not a bad play. Inside low left with the 1 ball. Go down to the bottom rail, over to the right side rail.
I'd shoot the 6. Is he shooting the 6?
Yeah. Yep.
He says, Hank, here, you cut it.
Yeah.
Just that little bit out of line.
Yep, just that little bit. Yep. In hindsight, there, I think that 1 ball you're guaranteed to get on the 6 with the 1. Whereas this thin cut here, boy. Not only is it a tough shot, but you're running the cue ball, bringing a lot of scratch into play. You could be on top of the ball. Look at this shot. Oh my goodness! Tank to tank. Oh my goodness!
Cut it out.
These guys play a game I'm not familiar with. I just this is such good pool. I am so impressed.
Wow.
Man, what a match! I am so impressed by those two. They played so well.